women are not creatures of morality, okay? Women go based off of the environment, okay? When we're in rulership, the woman is going to get right in line, right? Just like the Caucasian is in rulership, she's in order to the Caucasian. The woman works off of power. It's so simple. It's not a big deal. We as so-called black men, oh, our women, our women, our women. We don't have that. You can't have that because you're not in power. You can't have a woman under you in order unless you have power. Once you get power, then you're going to be able to see what it's like to have a woman, right? So the majority of you men talking about boyfriend and girlfriend, talking about whatever foolishness that you're talking about, that's not how you run a woman. You run a woman by power. You run a woman by order. That's when you're really and truly going to see the benefits of a woman. We as so-called black, Latino, and Native American, we haven't benefited from our women in a very, very long time. And until you get power, let's get that scripture. Now this is Psalms 110:3, and it reads, "Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, in the beauties of holiness. From the womb of the morning thou hast the dew of thy youth." So back to Psalms, it says, "Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power." That's all we're waiting for, right? I'm not saying not to be a good man. I'm not saying not to be a good father, but to really get the benefits of these things, it takes power, okay? It takes power, period. Right? It's like what's a police officer without a gun, right? Hey, freeze, stop. It's like a mall cop. When you see a mall cop, nobody takes a mall cop serious because he doesn't have power. Yes, he has a certain level of authority, but he doesn't have power. Once we get power, you're going to see how people interact with us. And you have to remember, our power is going to be the most natural form of power that's ever existed. We're going to be superhumans. Nobody in the world has ever seen what's about to come. Just like no one in the world has seen before the gun, has seen the power of a gun. And you see how the gun has humbled the world? Same thing with the nuclear weapon. When Esau dropped Fat Boy and Little Boy on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, right, during World War I or II, I can't remember. When he dropped those in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, what happened to the world? The world was humbled. What was it humbled by? Was it humbled by words? No, it was humbled by power. They go hand in hand. Words, blessings. Words mixed with power. Right now, what do we have? We have words. Even though our words are powerful, even though we are casting down strongholds, right? But we're supposed to be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. So right now, our power cannot be executed. So until our power is executed, we're still just nobodies.